In another important story tonight, two more New York City police officers have been shot just 2 weeks after another pair of cops were targeted and murdered. The NYPD is the nation's largest force. It was pulled into the national debate over police violence and minorities after a grand jury declined to indict an officer who choked a suspect to death. Michelle Miller is following these new developments.
In a city already on edge, there was an intense manhunt for the suspects who shot two officers. The shootings came just days after the funeral of two other NYPD cops killed in the line of duty before Christmas. By mid-afternoon, two people were in custody, but tensions in the city remain high as police accuse Mayor Bill de Blasio of not supporting them. Ed Mullins is the head of the Sergeants Union.
This constant atmosphere of anti-police, anti-police, anti-police has certainly brought about a concern for safety and an awareness of our own safety of doing this job.
The bad blood between the mayor and police unions began a year ago with his inaugural pledge to end tactics like stop and frisk, which target minorities. The tension worsened when the mayor allowed protesters to march freely throughout the city after the grand jury decisions in Ferguson and Staten Island. At one point, de Blasio questioned how police might interact with his own black son.
We've had to literally train him, as families have all over this city for decades, in how to take special care in any encounter he has with the police officers who are there to protect him.
Some officers say the mayor created an anti-police atmosphere and turned their backs on him in protest at the funerals of the fallen officers.
My message to the mayor is to humble himself. You're the leader of the city. From almost every police officer I've spoken to, they all sit back and say, and I've asked them, what would you do if you're the mayor? They said, I'd apologize.
Now there are questions about whether officers may have stopped policing in protest. Arrests last week were down 56%, and parking tickets have been slashed by 93%. Union leaders say there is no work slowdown, but the police commissioner says he is looking into it. And at this point, Scott, there is no sign the friction between the police and City Hall is going away.
And the two officers wounded last night are expected to recover. Michelle, thanks very much.